Hello students, teachers, parents, history nerds. Hello everybody and welcome to Nutshelled History, where we lay out the facts, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We continue with our Modern World History series by looking at the rise of Austria, Prussia, and Russia. Don't forget that there's a link for a fill-in-the-blank worksheet in the description. I just ask that you like and subscribe. I apologize for any mispronunciations ahead of time. I do my best. Okay, let's go. By the 17th century, the Holy Roman Empire was not holy, it wasn't Roman, and it was not an empire. It had become a mix of several hundred small, separate states. The emperor had little power over the many princes of the states. This power vacuum led to a series of brutal wars that are together called the 30 Years' War, a widespread European war. The war devastated the German states. Mercenaries or soldiers for hire burned villages, destroyed crops, and murdered and tortured villagers. This led to famine and disease, which caused severe depopulation or reduction in population. In 1648, a series of treaties known as the Peace of Westphalia were established. These treaties aspired to bring peace to Europe and also settle other international problems. Out of the chaos of war, two powerful new states emerged. Austria, still ruled by the Habsburg family, was becoming a strong Catholic state. But a region within the German states called Prussia emerged as a new Protestant power. The Prussian ruler Frederick William I came to power in 1713. He created a new bureaucracy and placed great emphasis on military values. Maria Theresa became Empress of Austria after her father's death in 1740. That same year, Frederick II of Prussia seized the Habsburg province of Silesia. This action sparked the 8-year War of the Austrian Succession. Despite her efforts, Maria Theresa did not succeed in forcing Frederick out of Silesia. However, she did preserve her empire and won the support of most of her people. She also strengthened Habsburg power by reorganizing the bureaucracy and improving tax collection. Frederick II continued to expand Prussia's military and make it a leading power. In the early 1600s, Russia was isolated from the nations of Western Europe and had remained a medieval state. It was not until the end of that century that a new Tsar, Peter the Great, transformed Russia into a leading power through a new policy of Westernization, the adoption of Western ideas, technologies, and culture. He forced boyars to shave their traditional beards and wear Western-style clothing. Many resisted change. To enforce his new policy, Peter became an autocratic monarch, one who ruled with unlimited authority. Peter pushed through social and economic reforms. He also increased Russia's military power and extended its borders. Peter waged a long war against Sweden to win territory along the Baltic Sea. On this territory, he built a new capital city, St. Petersburg. When Peter died in 1725, he left a mixed legacy. Although he had modernized Russia, he had used terror to enforce his absolute power. In 1762, Catherine the Great ruled as an absolute monarch. She followed Peter's lead in embracing Western ideas and expanding Russia's borders. She was an efficient and energetic empress. Under her rule, laws were codified and state-supported education began for both boys and girls. After waging war, she defeated the Ottoman Empire and won a warm water port on the Black Sea, a goal that had been set under Peter the Great. In the 1770s, Russia, Prussia, and Austria each wanted Poland as part of their territory. In order to avoid war, the three kingdoms agreed to partition or divide up Poland. In 1772, Russia gained part of eastern Poland, while Prussia and Austria took over the west. Poland vanished from the map. By 1750, the great European powers included Austria, Prussia, France, Britain, and Russia. These nations formed various alliances to maintain the balance of power. Austria and Prussia were great rivals, as were Britain and France. Alright, let's recap. The 17th century Holy Roman Empire was a comedic mess, with tiny states doing their own thing while the emperor struggled to assert authority, akin to a cat herding mice. The 30 Years' War brought chaos, with mercenaries wreaking havoc and populations dropping like melted ice cream. Enter the Peace of Westphalia, attempting to untangle the mess. Out emerged Austria, led by the Habsburgs, and Prussia, the newbie with a knack for warfare. Meanwhile, in distant Russia, Peter the Great decided it was makeover time, complete with beard shaving and Western fashion. Catherine the Great then sprinted towards progress like a cheetah on Red Bull, expanding borders and snagging warm water ports. In the midst of all this, Poland vanished from the map like leftovers in a fridge cleanout. European heavyweights duked it out in alliances, with Austria and Prussia bickering and Britain and France engaged in their own tug-of-war. Okay, there you have it, folks. That's the rise of Austria, Prussia, and Russia nutshelled. Thanks for stopping by Nutshelled History. Don't forget to go nuts on those like and subscribe buttons and say something nice in the comments down below.